Hey everybody, it's Dr. Z and welcome to week 11 where we're going to learn a little bit about personal, social, and moral development. I wanted to take a few minutes to walk through the activities for this week and give you a few more details. So here's where you always begin with our weekly schedule, and this video will be posted soon. So the next thing that you're going to do is check out the learning objectives for this unit in our syllabus. So going to our syllabus, scrolling down to page 6, notice that the objectives are here. Remember, this is how you should guide your reading in your textbook to make the most efficient use of your time. Of course, feel free to read the entirety of the chapter this week, but these are the main things that you need to take away from the chapter. Okay, so after you check this out, then read chapter 7 in our text. And while you're reading, be sure to take notes on the connections that you're making, things that jump out to you. Make sure you have your concept map handy so that you are drawing connections and seeing how the concepts that you're reading about this week relate to the concepts that you've read about and talked about in weeks prior, or perhaps the concepts that you're reading about in other courses. Okay, and as you do that, you're going to get lots of ideas for, you guessed it, your critical thinking discussion. So what I have here is the critical thinking discussion. Oh, let's see here. Get out of the way. Okay, what I have here is the critical thinking discussion assignment page, and as you know, you are in your new groups for the second half of the semester, and this week's topic is open. So again, this is where your reading comes in handy, and your notes on your reading are going to come in quite handy. Okay. We didn't actually need that tab open, so we'll close that one down. Back to our schedule. After you post your response on the critical thinking discussion in your group, then you're going to post at least 2 responses, 2 comments to your classmates in your group. Usual. I'm looking forward to continue reading the good discussions that you all are having. The next activity is one of my all-time favorites. It is bronies. It's bros who love My Little Ponies. Bronies. I just love it. You know what? If you guys have a few extra minutes this week, because I know you're full of time this week, never. But if you have a couple minutes or you're bored, Google images related to Barack and Michelle Obama brohoof. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so darling. So basically, what you're going to watch is Teens React. It's a quick YouTube video where to get high schoolers' opinions on My Little Pony and bros who love My Little Ponies, bronies. So there's several questions here that I want you to think about when you are considering the idea of bronies or watching this video. And then after you're finished, I want you to think about these questions and then compose a response and then post this for your activity. I'm looking forward to seeing your reactions to bronies and then thinking about how that applies to you in the classroom, considering what you read about identity, consider what you read about gender this week. I'm looking really forward to reading your posts about that. And I'm also looking forward to reading more about your thoughts on peer relationships and the roles that teachers play in fostering contexts where students are able to build healthy and responsive relationships with their peers. Okay, so the last activity is, you guessed it, the concept map. It's back. So the last time you did concept maps with Dr. Love, you posted your concept map, your working concept map. You're not going to do that this week, but you will be doing that again in a few weeks. This week is it's going to be the same groups that you did this last time. So the groups are posted here, and but you're going, just like the times before that, it's just that second half of the part. So I posted the directions in the activity, but then I also posted the instructions on each of your groups that, and I'm using the same document that you all used in the last time you did this assignment when you posted. So here are your groups so that you don't have to read through your 44 plus 44 plus responses of all of the class, all of the students in the class, but rather those more of a handful of students, making it a little bit more realistic to read through the different responses. So you're going to choose a term from chapter 7. It can be on your concept map from the terms, or it could be something that stuck out to you. And then you're going to clearly define the term, define the theory that it fits in, and clearly explain that connection. And importantly, you're going to want to ensure that you include an example of your concept or that term that you've chosen in action. So what's that idea look like in the classroom? And then what does understanding this concept mean for you as a teacher? And then, of course, to continue the conversation, thoughtfully comment on 2 of your classmates' posts. Again, you are encouraged to provide extra details about what they post, or maybe some additional content or examples that you see, or maybe you don't understand the connection. Feel free to respectfully push back and say, "I don't understand that. Can you give some more details?" But don't stop there. Maybe provide more detail to see like what you do see with it, because of course it's going to be important that you're pushing their thinking, and just asking a simple question isn't going to do the job. Okay. Well, homies, I am looking forward to seeing you all online this week. As always, make sure that you reach out to me or one of the other instructors if you have questions about the activities or anything else. The last thing I'll mention is that instructors now have your outlines, and we will be working over the next couple weeks to get you feedback on that so that you can get started working on your on the next part of our AP. Okay, take care all.